Alô, alô, alô. Tchurubão, tchurubão, tchurubão. Estamos aqui, muito feliz, para jogar, para ler mais Preso na Casa, também conhecido como HOMESTUCK. E hoje nós vamos começar o ato 3, que começa com ela, a minha personagem favoritíssima dessa história, junto com a Roxy. Só que a Roxy vai demorar muito pra ela aparecer. E essa daqui foi a minha personagem favorita que eu vi primeiro. Então tem isso. Vamos ver quanto que eu vou animar de ler hoje. Eu tava dando uma descansada agorinha mesmo, por isso que minha voz tá meio de sono, sabe? Mas é isso aí. Vamos até onde der. Que esse ato... Bom, é aquilo, né? Os atos, eles vão crescendo. Deixa eu ver o tamanho dos atos. Quer ver? Acho que eu encontrei uma... Acts by Page Count. O ato 1 tem 247 páginas, de acordo com essa imagem que eu tô vendo aqui. O ato 2 tem 511 páginas, então nós já lemos mais de 700 páginas. Faz sentido, porque a gente tá na página 760 aqui, né? Isso aí. Agora o ato 3... o ato 3 tem menos páginas do que o ato 2, então vai ser mais rápido, teoricamente. O ato 3 está aqui como 395 páginas. Depois vai ter a primeira intermission. Intermission é um negócio que vai acontecer bastante lá na frente. E o ato 4 tem 631 páginas. Já é maior que o ato 2. Uma moto passando aqui, gente. E isso encerra a parte 1 da história. Essa história é dividida em 4 partes. Esse negócio tá incompleto. Entendi. Mas pra parte que a gente tá lendo, tá o suficiente. Agora o ato 5. O ato 5 é enorme. Ele é tão enorme que ele é a parte 2 inteira. É só ato 5. Sendo que o ato 1, a parte 1 é do ato 1 até o ato 4. A parte 2 inteira é só ato 5, parte 1 e parte 2. Tudo bem, então vamos ler e não vamos mais perder tempo.
Gusta Zeppeli bitou com X1. Hoje vi o vídeo das zizibs rindo loucamente e meu dia animou 200%.
Gusta Zeppeli, seja muito bem-vindo e muito obrigado pelo seu beat. Esse vídeo ficou sensacional, a edição do Kitari. Eu gostei bastante. Se você gostou, tá ótimo. Muito obrigada. Vamos começar a ler o ato 3 aqui. Estamos com temática de Halloween mais ou menos, porque temos uma abóbora aqui, uma pumpkin. A menina tá dormindo. Essa aqui é a última criança que faltava aparecer até então, das 4 principais, as crianças do beta. A silly girl naps by her flowers. It is quite likely that she tired herself out with a variety of silly antics, as silly girls are often known to do. She may have a silly name too, or maybe not. It is hard to say for sure without asking her, but since she is slumbering peacefully, it would be a shame to wake her up. You might as well just give her a name right now. Vamos ver o nome que a internet deu pra ela, né? Farm stink but less. Ela ficou até com uma carinha confusa ali, né? I guess her name is Farm Stink? Wake up. Querendo acordar ela com o mouse. Porra. You try to roast Farm Stink from her slumber, but she's really down for the count. It looks like she's holding some sort of note. Retrieve arms from... Essa piada ficou velha com o tempo, né? They're right there. In plain sight. Look, they're flashing red. É muito engraçado, porque com o John isso funcionou, com a Rose isso funcionou, com o Dave eu não lembro mais, mas... Ah, não, o Dave ele só cortou isso, né, essa piada, com a espada dele, com a katana. Boa noite, Vemon. Eu estou bem, e você? Você está bem? Esse avatar... Ah, obrigada pelo abraço. Esse avatar foi feito pelo Rika. Drop pumpkin on farmstink. Tadinha. What pumpkin? Ah, ele foi teletransportado bem na hora. Sortuda ela. What pumpkin? You see no pumpkin, and frankly, it is hard to imagine there ever was a pumpkin, in plain sight or otherwise. Descansando? Ah, eu sei bem como é. Eu tava sentindo muito cansaço. Tá bem abafado pra cá. Não sei se pra aí tá também. Aí eu só dei uma deitada lá. Fiquei relaxando, porque eu tava bem cansada. Anyway, that would be a really terrible thing to do to poor sweet farmstink. O nome dela não é esse, gente. Esquentou, né? Minha voz tá até meio grossa, que eu tava lá deitada, relaxando. Dá pra pegar a nota? Dá pra pegar a nota. Farmstink? That is incredibly silly and a little bit rude. My name is... Try again. Ela já tinha um bilhete escrito, ela já sabia que isso ia rolar. Temos que lembrar que ela tem poderes de clarividência por algum motivo. Aí, finalmente vou poder falar o nome da minha queridinha. O nome da minha queridinha é... Jade Harley. Melhor personagem de Homestuck. Acordou. Vamos examinar o cômodo dela. Meu Deus, uma estufa, né? Ela se daria bem no Minecraft, tenho quase certeza. Olha isso. Que isso, moça? Quem é que dorme numa estufa, velho? Esse chão tá tão confortável assim? Your name is Jade. You have just woken from a restful nap, and as usual, you have no recollection of having fallen asleep. You have quite a number of interests, so many, in fact, you have trouble keeping track of them all, even with an assortment of colorful reminders on your fingers to help you sort out everything on your mind. Nevertheless, when you spend time in your garden atrium, the only thing on your mind is your deep passion for horticulture. What will you do? Ela tem vários trequinhos nos dedos por causa daquele costume que as pessoas têm de tipo, ah, se você esquecer de alguma coisa, basta você amarrar um barbante pra você não esquecer. Não sei se vocês viram nos outros painéis, mas ela tá cheia de barbantinho nos dedos. Só que mesmo assim ela não se lembra. Ela não sabe o que ela esqueceu. Ela esqueceu o que ela tem que lembrar. Esse é o grande mistério da vida. Vamos ver um vídeo com som agora. Play a silly flute refrain. Loading. Clique. Ah, eu posso clicar em qualquer coisa? Dá pra fazer muito YouTube Poop com isso aqui. Ah, ela dorme no Z. Cada letra do teclado tá fazendo um som, gente. Meu Deus, parece... Jesus amado. Tá, chega. Meu Deus. A cara dela. Wow, you really suck at this thing. Maybe you should try playing an instrument you actually know how to play instead, like the one in your bedroom. Honestly, you have no idea where this flute even came from. Things seem to appear and disappear around here all the time. Especially to you unending chagrin, any sort of languid, large orange gourd that might be lying around. You consider throwing the flute down in disgust. Captchalogue flute. Ah, vamos ver qual que é o modo dela de captchalogar. On second thought, it was perfectly nice flute. It was a perfectly nice flute, and there's no reason to take your frustration out on it. You just need some practice. But before you captchalogue your flute, you will need to set your fetch modus first. Ah, ela ainda não tem um fetch modus. Essa é a primeira vez que ela vai usar isso? Olha, tem muitos fetch modus. Roll over above with mouse. Ah, que legal, dá pra eu... Vamos ver. Boggle? Pictionary? Nossa. Monopoly? Imagino como é que é o Monopoly. Boa noite, Tristan. Como é que tá você? Yahtzee? Clue? Ah, o Clue é o nosso detetive. Nossa, imagina como é que deve ser o Fetch Modus do Clue. Connect 4? Tô bem também, obrigado por perguntar. Jenga? Como é que é o Fetch Modus de Jenga, cara? Battleship? É batalha naval, né? Ouija? Oh, no. Guess Who? Eu gosto desse jogo. Cara a cara. Operation? Memory? Nossa, isso deve ser um pouco complicado. Todos eles devem ser bem complicados, né? Pensando bem. You have a wide variety of fetch modi to choose from. You were really excited when your grandpa bought you this modus set for Christmas. He is a total badass, even if a little strict. You typically opt for the memory modus when it comes to matters of day-to-day practicality. Então ela vai pegar o jogo da memória. O avô dela deu um conjunto de fetch modus pra ela. Nossa, essa menina tá treinando pra não ter... eu ia falar amnésia. Pra não ter Alzheimer. Como é que você treina pra não ter amnésia, né? You set your modus to memory and captchalogue the flute. You allot 9 cards to the modus from your deck, since that will be more than enough for your needs at the moment. The modus grabs 9 more cards for matching purposes. The flute is split up on 2 blank cards and mixed randomly into the grid. To retrieve the item, you must first pick 1 card and then pick its matching card. For the typical Silodoxer, this modus presents a frustrating guessing game and a lot of wasted time on mismatching. But you like it because you seem to have a knack for always guessing right on the first try. Porra, é verdade, né? Se ela tem poder de premonição, sabe-se lá de onde, mas ela tem, então não vai ser um problema pra ela esse Fetch Modus, porque ela não vai precisar depender da memória. Como ela é uma pessoa que prevê as coisas, então a pura premonição / sorte vai dar conta do recado. Squeal like a piglet and fertilize some plants. Ai, meu Deus, tem sempre isso, né, esse comando. Vamos ver a reação dela dessa vez. Ela tá realmente pensando em fazer isso? Fertilizar as plantas com as próprias fezes? It is an awfully silly idea and is basically a waste of everyone's time. You will predictably disregard this thought and focus on more sensible objectives at once. Esse pensamento que sempre vem pra todas as crianças de tipo cagar em algum lugar, pro John era cagar na mesa, um bagulho assim, pro Dave era fazer xixi na mesa de som do irmão dele, um negócio assim também, ou na mesa de som dele, não sei. É tudo pensamento intrusivo, né? Meu Deus. Oh my god, this is so much fun. Tinha um porco Jade ali. Caralho. Ela realmente fertilizou as plantas. Literalmente. You captchalogue the bag of fertilizer. De todas as crianças, ela foi a única que fez isso. Hello, Cement Head Big Hot Mulelão da porra. Fala, Rica. Tudo bom? Viu meu avatar da Twitch? Foi feito por um grande desenhista, nem te conto. Como é que tá você, Cement Head? You tend to have a lot of things on your mind at once, and you can be a little forgetful. So you keep a variety of colored strings on your fingers as reminders. Each one means there's something different to remember at a certain time. In fact, looking at your index finger reminds you that there's something important to remember now. It is your friend John's birthday. The green string reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today. The blue string also reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today, though in a way that means something slightly different. You are further reminded that you have some things to do outside your house soon, but you should stop by your room first for some supplies, and most importantly, to see if John is online and wish him a happy birthday. Então a gente voltou pro passado, e daí tem um barbante verde para lembrar que é aniversário do John, e um barbante azul para lembrar que o presente do John tá chegando. Algo assim. A Twitch reconheceu fundo. É verdade, a Twitch reconheceu fundo. Isso foi bem legal. Eu gosto quando as redes sociais reconhecem fundo PNG. Tá. You snap up that pumpkin which seems suitably ripe for the taking. Hopefully the safety of your Silodex will prevent it from being spirited away like so many of its ephemeral predecessors. Exit this room. Tem muita planta nesse lugar, deve ter bastante inseto, né? Olha isso. Você tá numa torre? You make your way to the middle of the garden atrium, where a stairwell joins the 4 atrium wings. Upstairs is your grandfather's laboratory as well as your bedroom. Captcha something. Captcha uma maçã? Uma cereja? Que é isso? Your memory modus is hardly any fun without much stuff in it. So you decide to stock up on fresh produce to fill some more cards. You pick a juicy red crab apple. É uma crab apple. Duvido que hoje você não tá... Duvido que você não tá hoje do jeito do desenho aí na sua casa. Cara, eu coloquei meu pijama de calor. Não tava aguentando não, tava de calça. Toda vez que eu coloco uma roupa de frio, fica calor, é impressionante. You go pick a nice looking key lime. As frutas que ela tá pegando são tudo pequenininhas e tudo tem carinha. Que hortifruti mais bonitinha que ela tem. Ah, isso aqui me lembrou a menina do Gash Bell, que desenhou uma carinha na laranja. A Suzy. Then a delicious mandarin orange. Those are your favorite. Tempo é bipolar no Brasil. Não é? É quadripolar no Brasil. Tem todas as estações no mesmo dia. And finally a ripe yellow Eureka Lemon. Ai, meu Deus. Pet Modus do jogo da memória da Jade. Modus fun aside, you feel it is impossible to have too many fresh fruits and vegetables on hand. Go upstairs to bedroom. Gente, a rua que hoje tá movimentada, hein? Perdão, mas tá fazendo barulhão. You almost never use the stairs. É verdade, pra que usar escada se você tem um fucking teleporte? Eu achei que ela morasse no Acre, mas pelo visto ela mora numa cidade bem tecnológica. Do futuro. You transportalize upstairs. Just above is your room. Ascend. Ah, ela tem um monte de bonequinho. You enter your bedroom. On this side of the room, you are immediately confronted with numerous artifacts highlighting your various interests. Frente fria, começo do mês que vem? Putz. Já vemos a tendência furry da Jade aqui. Olha, tem uma guitarra, que legal. You are an avid follower of cartoon shows of considerable nostalgic appeal. You have a profound zeal for a marvelous and fantastical fauna of an anthropomorphological persuasion. You have an uncanny knack for nuclear physics, meu Deus do céu, and not infrequently can be found dabbling in rather advanced gadgetry. You enjoy sporadic fits of narcolepsy. Your love of gardening transcends the glass confines of your atrium, and you are at times prone to patterns of precognitive prognostication. You have considered very briefly the question, what will you do? But you quickly realize this is only one half of your room, and is therefore host to only half of your interests to choose from. Tá. Só tem planta, né? Essa é a minha personagem favorita. Tem ela, a Jade. O nome dela é Jade Harley. E lá na frente vai aparecer uma outra que chama Roxy. Mas vai demorar muito. Eu tava vendo aqui mais cedo e... Meu Deus, tem armas. Ok, isso tá perigoso. O ato que a gente começou a ler agora, o ato 3, ele é menor do que o ato 2. Over here, there are yet more articles of your aforementioned interests, and then some. Additional telltale signs of your enthusiasm for nostalgic television mingle with your assortment of game-hunting firearms. You are a skilled markswoman, though your crosshairs would never settle on an innocent creature, anthropomorphically persuaded or otherwise. Your worktable, meu Deus. Your work table is littered with equipment to facilitate your tinkering. For you, experimentation is not a particularly exact science, and you lean heavily on sharp intuition for consistently and yearly optimal results. Nevertheless, you have still not been able to get that broad, flat gizmo there to work, which is a design you have borrowed from one of your grandpa's more mysterious inventions. You are a great admirer of his, and you are not alone. Your grandfather is a world-renowned explorer, naturalist, treasure hunter, archaeologist, scientist, adventurer, big game hunter, billionaire, extraordinary... Peraí. Ela admira o avô dela, beleza, só que ele é um world-renowned explorer, naturalist, treasure hunter, archaeologist, scientist, adventurer, big game hunter, billionaire, extraordinary. É uma mistura de Homem de Ferro com Indiana Jones com sei lá mais o quê. He has taught you everything you know. But in spite of all his lessons, it is still difficult to escape his stern lectures when you are on the way out of the house to run your errands. He spends most of his time in the grand foyer, stewing in his own intensity and charisma. What the fuck? Então o avô dela encheu ela de coisa e daí por isso que ela tem um monte de interesses bem interessantes, interessados e... tipo, over the top. Meu Deus do céu. And today will likely be no exception. Nossa, ela tem um monte de kryptonita no quarto também, né? Among the errands you have planned is to venture out to find your pet and best friend named Becquerel. This animal must be fed and he will not be happy if he's not. And if he's not happy, then you will be not happy. But first, you really should dig out your computer and say hi to John. Now, what will you do? Quickly retrieve firearms from wall. Rifle kind. Então, o Strafe Specibus dela vai ser do modo rifle. Ela é uma caçadora. You equip your trusty hunting rifle. There would be hell to pay if Granddad caught you leaving the house without it. Ela mora no meio da floresta, então faz sentido. Wonder why the design of your shirt changed. Mudou? Nossa, é verdade, mudou. Era um bagulhete azul que eu não sei o que era, e daí virou um símbolo de radioativo. É porque ela é fã da Mimi. Ah, agora mudou pra um sol, meu Deus. É um holograma. There isn't much to wonder, really. You left the wardrobe fire on its randomization setting. Ah, é tipo um uniforme. Você aperta um negócio no guarda-roupa e daí ele muda a estampa da sua camiseta. Que prático, velho. Ela já está vivendo em 3070. Ah lá, era uma cebola antes. Ah, era uma pumpkin. Quase. You may contemplate which shirt design you favor the most and commit to that setting in the near future. Ok, alright then. Eu acho que ela vai passar a usar mais esse aqui no futuro, se não me engano. Ah não, acho que ela vai passar mais esse aqui no futuro. Não sei. Não parei pra lembrar disso não. Tem a What Pumpkin que vende. Se pá, a What Pumpkin vende até hoje. Captchalogue nearest Squirtle doll and hug it. E pensar que esses polvinhos aqui iriam existir, né? O Vimon tem um desse aqui. Que você vira e daí ele vira outro polvinho. Na casa da minha avó tem um desse também. Just before you can grab one, the powerful electromagnets concealed in their underbellies become activated, and two of them get all tangled up with each other playfully. You capture the tangled buddies. Lose interest in fauna and never speak of it again. Nossa! Não, mas ela é furry. Você acha que ela vai perder interesse do nada? Mas esse desenho ficou bem bonitinho. Takoyuchi, Takorenji, Takoyama. Seus filhinhos. Ai, que bonitinho. Oh, but you could never do that. Um rival em prever o futuro, Homestuck. What marvelous creatures they are. What a daring dream to combine the finest qualities of humanity with the elegance and nobility of the animal kingdom. How you wish you could know their world. Do you hear one night those muted paw pads trips up your stairs? A low but friendly growl unsettles your slumber, and as the sopor seeps from your eyes, they detect a sharp pair of ears cutting moonlight. A mysterious woven tongue invites. Wouldn't these ears suit you? Would not this proud long snout assist you in the hunt? Meu Deus. E aí, André, tudo bom? Como vai? No need to answer. Words loath from the busy mind like a useless dead man brain as a more visceral sapience takes over. Something simpler is in charge now, a force untouched by the concerns and burdens of the upright, that farcical yoke the bipedal toe. It now drives you through the midnight brush, your paws whisking through creepers, unearthing with each bold stomp bright odors demanding investigation. Good evening, Mateus. I'm fine, and you? A situação da Rooster Teeth? Nossa, a situação da Rooster Teeth tá tensíssima. Eu nem sei mais se eles vão terminar Ruby. It now drives you through the midnight brush, your paws whisking through creepers, unearthing with each bold stomp bright odors demanding investigation, but not for long, as you and your new friend must claim the night with piercing howls moonward. You eat a weird bug and don't even care. Ela tá sonhando que ela é uma loba ou algo do gênero. Eu acho que ela iria gostar muito de Crepúsculo. I'm fine too. Nice que nice. Como já dizia o poeta. Speaking of which, you pick up and admire one of your Menthro chaps. They are wonderful friends and are always cheerful and pleasant fellows. Why, dear Mr. Coxcomb, however will you be received at the Banyard Gala without the trappings of a proper gentleman? Each Manthrow chap comes with a number of accessories, including articles of formal attire and vaccination kit, and a dishwasher safe slop throw. Organize all your dolls. Os bichinhos, tudo, os imãs. You gather all your dolls into a rather cozy looking pile. Change wardrobe fire setting. Mudou. You deactivate the wardrobe fire's randomization mode and set it to cycle through these 3 shirt designs. The decision was tough, but you think you came to the best possible conclusion. Ah, foi uma votação. E daí os 3 mais votados são os que ficaram. Legal. Em primeiro lugar ficou o Átomo. Aí depois os outros empataram ali. Entendi. Quais eram os nomes? Leaf, Spirograph, Flower, Ghost, Devil Beast, Pumpkin, Atom, Squirtle, Radioactive, Sun. Lookout Window. Ghetto Seto! Um vulcão. It is another beautiful day in your neighborhood. It is peaceful and quiet as usual. A rather imposing volcano looms over your house, which has been inactive for centuries. Though dormant on the surface, the volcanic activity deep underground provides your house with a source of geothermal power. You are not sure why your grandfather decided to draw from this source of energy when he had the unlimited power of the atom at his disposal. But it has been this way for as long as you can remember. You have chalked it up to your family's long-standing propensity for eclectic fursuits. Wait, you mean fursuits? Fursuits, oh no. Retrieve fursuit from magical chest. Será que ela tem uma fursuit? Wait, what is this nonsense about fursuits? You do not own a fursuit. You think anthropomorphic fauna are really cute and enchanting and all, but it has never occurred to you to dress as one. Sure, it is fun to imagine what it would be like to run wild with a pack of wolves, or purr and frolic with a litter of kittens, but dressing up as an animal just seemed ridiculous. It would still just be a silly girl draped in a raggedy, synthetic, tufty piece of crap, and seriously, who are you trying to kid with that sort of baloney? Gente, ela... Caraca. Anyway, it is not a magic chest. It is your gadget chest, which you have adapted for storing a number of useful gizmos. It was once your oracle's trunk, a gift from your grandfather, of course, and still contains many silly fortune-telling knickknacks, all of which are completely bogus. Open chest. Tem uma lancheirinha. Tem uma bola de cristal. Caralho. Among the fortune-telling knickknacks are these items: a crystal ball plus compulsory velvet pillow, a tarot deck, a magic 8-ball, a magic cue ball, and one of your favorite books of all time, Problem Soothed. Among the useful gizmos are, of course, your computer, which you keep inside a fun lunchbox for easy transport, and a couple of gizmos you keep handy so you don't always have to make the long trip to the kitchen. There's a cookalizer for preparing delicious meals, and a refrigerator, a name which clearly is a wacky variation of the much more common household item, the refrigificator. Parece o do Fenschmirtz. Explicando as coisas. Examine Magic 8 Ball and Magic Cue Ball. Not exactly. These things are stupid and useless. When the Magic 8 Ball isn't being frustratingly ambiguous, its forecast is always wrong. You have tested it numerous times with certain facts you know to be true. This is its reply when you ask if it's your friend John's birthday today. See? Stupid. Not exactly. Pior que a bola tá certa. É. Só que ela não sabe disso. You guess maybe it could be used as a reverse prediction device and always trust the opposite of what it says. But that seems dumb to you, and anyway, the thing gives you a bad vibe. You might consider smashing it, but you are a little superstitious about whatever ominous consequences that might have, even if the cult talisman in question is a cheap piece of garbage. Mais pra frente vai ter um acontecimento com bola 8 e quebrando bola 8. Vai ser bem significativo. Eu só não lembro muito bem o que acontecia. Nossa, isso aqui também. Fala, Nikawa, tudo bom? The Magic Cue Ball, on the other hand, is set to make predictions with alarming precision and specificity. Unfortunately, it lacks a portal on its surface that allows you to view the prediction. You put both of these pieces of junk back in the box. Caps lock refrigerator. Ah. You take the refrigerator. You might as well grab the cookalizer too. No portable kitchen is complete without it. You take the lunch top too, because obviously you're going to be using that pretty soon. Whoops, there goes your flute. But who cares? Feed your friend. Você não tá muito bem, não? Você tá doente? Before you go out to feed Beck, you will need to prepare a meal for him. You clear some space on your work table so you can set up your refrigerator and cookalizer. Ela tem mãos, mas ela preferiu limpar a mesa com os pés. Enfim, Jade. Putz, sua cachorra morreu, cara. Meus pêsames. O que aconteceu? Foi algum problema assim ou foi de velhice? Just for fun, Jade allows you to take a stab at matching the cards to use the gizmos. It doesn't present much of a challenge for her, so she figures she might as well step aside while providing a few generous hints. No, warmer, cooler, cold, warmer? Yes, no, cold, ice cold, warmer. Limão. You have selected the key line. Way to go. Try again. Oh, no. Hot, wait. No, cold, really cold. Frozen fucking tundra. Take another crack at this. Conseguiu a laranja. Meu Deus. A Jade tá perdendo a paciência. Ela já tava muito debilitada, já faz um tempo. Ah, pô. É triste. Mas eu espero que fique tudo bem. Tipo, vai levar um tempo ainda pra se recuperar, mas... Mas melhoras. Congratulations, you advance your matching skill to the new level. Yukon Hero, Legacy of the Frostbite Amputee. Jade is beginning to regret breaking the fourth wall for this ill-advised escapade. Okay, one more time. Acho que a pessoa tá fazendo de propósito, né? If it were known in advance how terrible you were going to be at this matching game, the author may have given second thought to preparing the school interactive flash application. Look at all these fruits on the loose. Good luck trying to settle them down. As frutinhas pulando, cara, muito bom. You just deploy the gadgets yourself. Stick fruits in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. Faz sentido. These fruits are unlikely to become less imprudent anytime soon, regardless of where they are stored, but you stick them in anyway. Não posso interagir. You take a look at the refrigerator's rotary interface. You wonder what he's in the mood for today. Press the steak button. Que gostoso. Tô ficando com fome. Okay, well, it's a rotary dial, so there are no buttons to press, but whatever, that doesn't really matter. You dial up a thick T-bone steak, which you are sure Backrow is in the mood for because he is in the mood for steak every day and is never in the mood for anything else. But he does like his steak well cooked. Meu Deus. Lightly irradiate steak. He does prefer his steak rare after all. But you will not dignify the thought of turning the knob much further because you are not retarded. Tô usando radiação pra fritar o bife. Pegou o bife radioativo. You capture the irradiated steak and save it for your trip outside. You probably shouldn't waste much more time. You wouldn't want all those nice depleted steak isotopes to settle down. Examine the atomic bass by your bed. Ah, é um baixo, não é uma guitarra. Podemos dizer que é um Chernobyl. Sim, é o tal do Chernobyl. You wouldn't exactly call it an atomic bass, but it is heavily customized to accommodate a high level of musical virtuosity, the perfect instrument for the eclectically spirited. You've turned the strings way down, of course, because your stampy arms can't reach the low notes. Caralho! Parece a arma de Ruby. What? What? You switch your eclectic bass to its advanced setting, but you promptly switch it back since obviously it's too complicated to play it in person like this. The default setting is your preferred mode for casual jamming. And since you can't possibly waste enough time playing music, casually jam is exactly what you're gonna do. Bass. Vamos parar a musiquinha do Undertale aqui só um pouquinho. Ele pode ser de navegador, sim. Eu tô executando ele num programa, mas ele pode ser visto no navegador. Um avião... O pacote. Se é azul, é do John. Caraca, velho. Deixa eu ver de novo. Ele pode ser dito como um jogo, mas também é uma webcomic. A abóbora foi transportada também. Nossa, cara, ela mora num lugar totalmente... Olha isso, uma ilha. Mora ela e o avô dela. Correio entrega de avião. Captchlock Bass. You take the portable amp for the wall socket too. You like to make yourself comfy in your plushy pile before getting down to business with your computer. Ah, que gracinha. Quem nunca, né? Eu de vez em quando também dá vontade de deitar no meio das minhas pelúcias. Get down to business to defeat the Huns. Activate Pastor Chum. Gente, que computador é esse, meu Deus do céu? Olha isso. Nossa, ela realmente vive num ano, sei lá qual. Olha isso, o computador dela é uma puta de uma interface com hologramas. Caralho, menina. Que foda. Será que um dia nós veremos alguma mídia de série, de filme, de Homestuck? Tipo, no último ato de Homestuck, tipo, no último vídeo que tem, sabe esses vídeos que tem som? No último desses da história, se não me engano, ou um dos últimos, pra fechar a história, eles conseguiram juntar um monte de artista que ao longo dos anos era fã da obra, fazia fanart. Eles conseguiram juntar um monte desses artistas de desenho e tudo mais. E eles chegaram a fazer, tipo, tem vídeo de anime de Homestuck canônico da história. Só que isso foi no último ano de Homestuck, em 2016 por aí. Levou todos os anos da história pra isso acontecer. Então tem uns clipezinhos de anime de Homestuck que fazem parte da história canonicamente. Olha só, tem o Trumroll e tem Trollslum. Aqui estão os amigos dela, o Ectobiologist é o John, Tentacle Therapist é a Rose e Turntech Godhead é o Dave. Os Trolls já estão aqui. Ó, já estamos tendo um spoiler do futuro aqui já. Isso aqui é ato 5. Hey, look, John is online. Hooray! Also, it looks like Dave pestered you about something yesterday, but you missed it. Pastor John. Hi, happy birthday, John! You greet John, but he does not respond. He is undoubtedly gallivanting around his house in a state of barely restrained birthday mirth. He may also be retrieving the 2 packages and the 2 envelopes which you are certain came in the mail for him earlier. You will wait a little while and see if he returns before you head out. See if Dave left you a sweet new wrap. Hey, oh, you're asleep again, aren't you? Or do you even know if you are? I still don't know how that works. It does not appear so, but you just never know with that crazy and cool guy. So cool! Deve ter a galera que faz no YouTube tipo fã. Tem bastante animatic de Homestuck. Será que a Mimi vai ser a Power no Voice Makers do Chainsaw Man? No Chainsaw Man do Voice Makers? Não sei, eu tô mais acostumada a ver a Lia fazendo a Power. Mas eu não sei se eles chamariam a Lia. Seria legal se chamassem. Porque ela grita pra caramba. Fica muito legal. I don't know why I believe anything you say. I'm like the Grand Marshal of Gross Champage, waving around my foggily Champ Doctor Ballon. Assistant Director of Champography, celebrated author Ernest Champway Week. What? Nossa, muita coisa, peraí. Hey, oh, you're asleep again, aren't you? Or do you even know if you are? I still don't know how that works. It's like nothing means anything. It's so cool getting hella chomped by your coquettish damn riddles all the time. I don't know why I believe anything you say. I'm like the Grand Marshal of Gross Champage, waving around my faculty chump doctor baton. Assistant Director of Champography, celebrated author Ernest Champway Week. Champelstiltskin. Oh, Champels dipshit. Yeah, you're asleep. Yes or no? ASL as species. Baboon? Kangaroo rat? If kangaroo rat, Eve twice, please. Okay, well, you're not saying anything, so I guess whether you're not awake or unasleep or whatever, you're just not around and I'm wasting good material. Even worse, I'm wasting a killer persona here. Like, I don't know, like a wide open V-shaped leotard and a fuck ton of body paint. Some, like, sinewy back arching Cirque du Soleil looking motherfucker. Always low to the ground getting a good prowl on. Like I dropped my keys in the dark. Nimble son of a bitch who had the gumption to glue a nasty bar of latex cat lips on his face. For a reason that wasn't a joke. Jade, hey, where are you? Seriously, I'm sitting here tonight with a fucking bag of kibble jacked open my lap and primed for a goddamn bear. And you're gone. By the way, my name is Alquit Permusk. Hardest buttock in the jungle. Tempered steel. Hey, yeah, I just wanted to give those remix I finished here. Explore remix. So yeah, you don't have to respond to any of that, by the way. I'll probably forget half the shit I said anyway. Talk to you tomorrow. Ok, o Dave foi um pouco demais ali, mas é o Dave, né? Tem animatic de Homestuck. Fresh Jams. You open the Fresh Jams media player and add Dave's remix to the playlist. Legal. Nossa, fui transportada para outra dimensão agora. Tá. MS Paint Adventures. Boggle vacantly at these shenanigans. It begins to dawn on you that everything you just did say have been a colossal waste of time and intermission. You open your web browser and visit MSPA. You navigate to a random page in the middle of the latest epic. Looks like he was just finishing up some sort of weird tangential intermission here. Whatever it was, it clearly advanced the plot in no relevant way whatsoever. And intermission. What the heck is going on? Midnight Crew. What? A gente foi pro Midnight Crew do nada. Midnight Crew é outra obra do mesmo autor de Homestuck. Nossa, esses bichos. Sim, eles vão ter um papel grande. Esses bichos aí, puta que pariu, esses bichos verdes. Fala, dinossauro, tudo bom? Okay. You've killed a little time, but still no sign of John. Hi, Dave. Hey, sup? Not much sup with you, bro. Haha, good one. It's alright, being chill, I guess. You know how it goes. Great! Feeling cool today, Mr. Cool Guy? Oh man, you know it. So cool! You know, shit is ice cold up in here. Shit is wicked bananas, I'm telling you. So, have you talked to John today? Yeah, we were just talking a while ago about how he sucks at his Silodex. Can you believe he used stack? That kid is ridiculous. Lol. Well, that doesn't sound like much fun. What was it you used again? Wait, never mind. I forgot whenever we talk about your goofy moduses, I get a migraine. What do you want with John? Heh. I want to tell him happy birthday and ask him about his birthday package. Oh yeah, I was being sort of cagey and told him to check the mail because I was wondering if mine came yet. I think it did. Yeah? And I think mine came too. So, I guess you want to know if he likes it or something? No, he will not open it. He will lose it. Oh, well, sorry to hear that, I guess. No, it's good actually, because he will find it again later when he really needs it. Which of course is why I sent it in the first place. See, like, I never get how you know these things. I don't know, I just know that I know. Alright. Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed back, which is always a bit of an undertaking. Man, if I were you, I would just take that fucking devil beast out behind the woodshed and blow its head off. I don't think I could do if I tried. Yeah, say hi to your granddad for me too, okay? Well, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It is usually intense. Well, yeah, isn't it always with family? But you sounded like a total badass. Yeah, it totally is. Anyway, gotta go. See ya. Heart. Eu já tinha lido essa conversa no ato, acho que 1, se não me engano, mas eu li de novo. Voltamos pro Dave. Eita porela, eu ia pensar em selecionar alguma coisa do menu, ele cortou o menu. Ah, é verdade, o Dave tava prestes a batalhar com o irmão dele. Ih, caralho. O irmão dele tá brincando com ele e com o Liu Kang. Vamos, Dave. Não se dê por vencido, Dave. Não se dê por vencido. Nossa, essa espada é bem longa. Olha lá o irmão dele. Roll, fight the power. Meu Deus, tá sapateando na cara do Dave. Sacanagem. Que medo desse boneco, cara. Rose is online. Pastor Rose. I require a font of frighteningly accurate yet infuriatingly non-specific information. Do you know where I can find a wellspring of this sort? Yes, okay, but we can't talk for long. You have plans? Oh yes, I do, but it's just that you will lose your internet connection soon, and we won't talk again for a pretty long time. Not until you enter. Enter? Yeah. Tanco Simporoso. Samba, Juliana, samba. This is what I was talking about. This was the itch that needed scratching. My avarice for the inscrutable. It is limitless. Lo, what did you want to know? You've just been insisting today was the big day. We would all play a game you didn't know the name of. A game you said I'd get in the mail and did. One that would help me answer some questions. But Strider is being obtuse. I can't catch John on his computer. You don't even have the game yourself. And on top of all that, my internet is unstable. So, are you sure today is the day? There sure are a lot of challenges, but yes, I'm sure. Dave's cool. You know he will come around when the time is right. He just has a lot of work to do first. And so do you. You need to keep searching for a stable signal and power source. It will be hard, but don't give up. And don't worry about me either. Focus on playing with John first. It all starts with you too. Is there nothing else you can say to prepare me for this? I'm sure you think little of blithely upsetting dark forces with Grandpa Moreau over there on Hell Murder Island, but honestly, I've only read a few books on it. Dark? That's ridiculous. I don't really know what to tell you other than it's not going to be what you think it is. And most importantly, you will have your questions answered, but they will be the ones you haven't thought to ask yet. Just be patient and be brave, you'll see. It will be fun. Uh-oh, looks like you've got to go. Take care, Rose. Heart. Be the other girl. The other girl, também conhecido como Rose. You're now the other girl several hours in the future. It appears a secret passage in the mausoleum has been opened. It's getting awfully toasty in here. You gather up your belongings, including your dead cat. descend. Fuck, o que tem debaixo da casa dela? Stop being the other girl and Pastor John again. Meu Deus, cara, essa história vai e volta. Você gostou da voz, Rika? You've spent enough time for now concerning yourself with the future of your friends. John will not be available until later. By then, he will have his hands full, as will you. Guardou o gato morto no Silodex. É verdade, né? Ela guardou. Isso vai ser importante depois. Salve, salve, Polar, que agora tem computador pra jogar Genshin. Tudo bom? You pack up your lunch top and get ready to take care of some business downstairs. Preciso de um vídeo só pra Jade descer. O que isso quer dizer? Oh, no. Strife. Boing, 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 boing. Será que o John vai dar conta desses bichão? Vai lá, John. Ai, que dor. Ai. Puta que pariu. Ele é só uma criança, gente. Calma. Olha isso. Tadinho. Meu Deus do céu. O John vai virar uma paçoca. Ai. Acaba com eles, John. Ah, a vovó catou ele. Curou ele também. Vai, John. Boing, 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 boing. Poder do boing. Vai lá. Ai, que dor. Ai. Pera aí, vai ficar só nisso? Try as you might, you can't stop your mind from drifting to the fate of your friends. You dwell on a particular configuration of reminders of your finger. Tadinho do John, tá apanhando pra caramba. Silodex novo. Essa foi boa. O que tá acontecendo aqui? Ah, a gente tá no futuro. Uma minhoca? Que isso? But years, not hours. Under bare white branches in a century wakens. What? A minhoca. Ah, aquela mulher. Ela tá catando um monte de cacho-correio? What? A minhoca come cacho-correio. A mulher tá puta. Wiglet. Nossa, ela tem uma espada fodona. Que isso, moça? Calma. Ela é braba. Ah, eu fechei a música do Undertale. Que esperta que eu sou. Tá. Eu sempre confundo o navegador com o executável. Oh, caramba. Pera aí. A Rose tá no Game Fact de novo. Acho que é Rose. Some stuff about captcha codes and punch card alchemy. Ah, tá. Is anyone actually reading any of this, or are they all dead? I don't know if anyone besides us is even alive and playing the game, or if anybody even really cares what we have to say. Rose said I should add some stuff to this FAQ, if anything occurred to me, so I guess I'm doing that. I figure at the very least it would be a good reference for just us to use. But Dave probably won't read any of this because he's sort of this whooping stupid horse, but whatever. Quem tá escrevendo isso aqui é o John. I finally figured out what those weird codes on the back of captcha cards are for. Well, maybe not what they're always for, but a way that Sburp has exploited them for an in-game purpose. Every captured item stamps the card with a unique code, and a gizmo in Sburp called the Punch Designix will punch a unique pattern of holes in a card which is derived from that code. The punched card can be then used with other gizmos to duplicate the item and or combine it with another item. Fuck. É verdade. I got to thinking about this, and with my amazing hacker skills, I noticed a trend. The whole pattern is based on a fairly simple cipher, converting the captcha code to binary and then the binary pattern is punched, where 1 is a punched hole and 0 is an unpunched slot. So here's the table just to be clear. Alright. Já achei complicado. Meu Deus. There are a couple oddball characters, exclamação e interrogação, at the end to bring it up to 63. Cause this binary representation of the CAPTCHA code chars are 6 bits each, which have a range of... Tá, essa parte eu não entendo. So for instance, the CAPTCHA code for the hammer is... Look up in the index for n first, which is 49. The binary of 49 is 110001. Keep doing that for all the chars and you'll get... Okay, that's the pattern that will be punched on the card, but the bits are arranged top to bottom, left to right in 4 columns like this. Or punched on a card like this. Meu amigo. Well, okay, that pretty much looks like shit, but you get the idea. So, to combine the 2 items, you just overlap 2 punched cards. Only the places where both cards have a hole will show through, so it's sort of like a bitwise AND operation on both cards. The new pattern gives you the code for the new item. For instance, combining the code for a hammer and a pogo ride gives a new code with less holes obviously, which translates to... That whole pattern went on to make the pogo hammer, which is so rad you have no idea. I've also wondered if you can combine items in other ways, like a bitwise or OR. That means combining the cards get more holes, not less, i.e. the new pattern has a hole for every hole on either card. Meio complicadinho. This pattern would be accomplished by double punching a card, like 2 codes, 1 card. I've got to try that sometime. But there are some mysterious things about all this. First of all, with all the hole slots there are 48 bits in total, which means there are almost 300 trillion possible codes. And 300 trillion sounds huge, but when you consider it is supposed to account for all conceivable items, including all the wacky combinations of stuff, it suddenly doesn't seem that big. This leads me to believe that not every combination of item has a viable duplicate, but this is kinda obvious anyway, since there are many combinations of punch cards that will produce either a blank card with AND, or a totally punched card with OR, or I don't know. So there are lots of dude combinations out there, and many that will just lead to the same pattern. Like for instance, a gun and an atom bomb could make some sort of ultimate death ray. But for that matter, a shoehorn and a potted plant could lead to the exact same pattern. So weird. Also, it seems like combined items will always have patterns with either much fewer holes or much more holes than more ordinary items, which will occupy the vast meaty middle of all possible patterns. It is strange and counterintuitive that more complex objects have a simpler patterns, but hey, there you have it. But all this sort of makes me guess the system can be cracked in some way. Like, if you have a complicated item and you want to extract simpler item components from it, there might be some algorithm for deriving the pattern you want, or at least narrowing down the possibilities. There might also be ways of charting through the simpler patterns on both ends of the bit spectrum and pinning down the ones that will make killer stuff. Who knows? I want to ask Jade about this because she's really good at this sort of thing somehow, even though she doesn't have my elite hexer cred. Too bad she makes herself so scarce all the time. Jade, if you ever read this, let me know what you think. Ele gosta de fazer esse negocinho que eu não sei o nome. Punch card calculator. Ah, obrigado pela água. Tava precisando. Pegar uma imagem aqui qualquer de uma paçoca. Vamos ver se dá certo. Olha! Que legal. Imagina, eu capturologuei uma paçoca. Parabéns pra mim. Ah, aí tem os furos. Que maneiro! Que maneiro! Que maneiro! Curti. Olha só, você coloca os números que você quiser, ele gera. Que foda, meu irmão. Legal. A Sun. Ué. Ah, Rose. You enter the laboratory. Look for mad scientist. Mad scientist, oh. There are no scientists to be found. Mad or otherwise. Or anyone for that matter. The lab appears to be deserted. There is a kiosk, though. Caralho. Que porra radioativa é essa? Meu Deus! It looks like the kiosk monitors the lab's enormous hub grid. Transportalize as far down as you can go. Que fucking crocodilo. Meu Deus do céu. O vô dela caça de tudo. Que bicho é esse? É o Chupacu? Caralho, ele caçou até o Chupacu, mano. Nossa, pra uma ilha tem bastante animal diversificado, né? Caralho. This is as far down as you can go. The Grand Foyer is still a few floors down, but the transportalizer on that level is blocked by one of your grandpa's impressive big game trophies. And you just don't think he would cotton to someone moving it. Cabeça de tubarão, você viu? Speaking of which, como é que a cabeça de tubarão se equilibra, né? Here are some of his trophies now. He has a million of these ghastly things. You really dislike them. Ela é amiga dos animais, então ela não vai gostar de ver esse tipo de coisa. Ah, não dava pra usar o transportador aqui. Porque tava em cima dele? Não sei. You hop down a level. Granddad also likes to accumulate valiant knights from his travels. These are pretty cool, you guess. Keep going. Que porra é? Esse aqui é o Chupacu. Tem múmias. Meu Deus do céu, a cara da Jade. She's not amused. Oh yeah, how could you forget about his stash of decrepit mummies? Decrepit mummies. God, you hate these things. Don't stop. What in the world is that? Meu Deus do céu. Eu não vou nem perguntar. Passa reto, Jade, passa reto. This is your grandfather's collection of what he refers to as his beauties. No lovely lady will be fit for his collection unless her portrait has spent at least 20 years bleaching in the front window of a beauty parlor, a sort of establishment he's plundered no less frequently than ancient tomes. You guess they are sort of like your sisters while growing up, and you were always encouraged to look up to them. They're all awfully pretty ladies, you suppose, but it was always hard to get as excited about them as Grandpa. Jade, study hard and keep your rifle at the ready. When adventure summons, I know you will rise to the task and take your rightful place among the daughters of Eclectica. That old coot sure is a bag of wind. What the fuck? Complete your descent. Meu Deus, o que tá acontecendo? Decrepit mummies. É. Are you my mommy? Meu Deus do céu. O culto da minhoca. You reach the ground level. This is the stupid thing blocking the transportalizer. It is unspeakably hideous. Down the southeast hall is the grand foyer. You'll have to cross through it to leave the house. Ah, looks like someone's pestering you, even though you thought you logged off. Oh! Hi again, idiot! Oh no! So I guess today is finally the day you fuck everything up. Is there nothing I can do to change your mind? You can leave me alone. How can you even be talking to me after I blocked you? And after I logged out? You don't get that I am better and smarter than you in every way forever. You don't get that because you are incredibly stupid. I get that you're a jerk and you should shut up. Goodbye, you jerk. Bloqueou. Meu Deus do céu. Meu Deus do céu. Eu não acredito que já tinha troll na página 859. Caralho, é muito cedo. É muito cedo pra ter troll nessa história. Ok. Mas a Jade, ela, né? Ela prevê um monte de coisa, então é. Looks like a mapping of each hub's index. It appears one of the hubs was recently unlocked. Aqui tá 0431, mas aqui embaixo tá 0413. Ok. Go to the center and do a goofy dance. Sério? A cara da Rose, tipo, Matheus está no Inception. At the center, you'll find a little stage that looks perfect for supporting a spectacularly silly dance. Or it would if standing on it didn't make you a little nervous. And also if that didn't sound like a retarded idea given the circumstances. Nossa, ele usava bastante a palavra com R, né? It looks sort of like the various contraptions you've been deploying in John's house. You wonder what it does. Attempt to plug laptop into a nearby hub. Oh, porra. E o gato caiu bem em cima do negócio. Eu sabia que ia acontecer alguma coisa assim. Great, you just vaporized your dead cat. Oh well, ashes to ashes, you guess. There's got to be a better way to deal with this lousy tree. Examinando fetch modus. Ah, ele vai parar de autobalancear. Isso é bom, isso é muito bom. Looks like you can choose between picking leaves or awkwardly uprooting the whole tree, as you've been doing. You select leaf. You also turn off auto balance, since its consequences can be a little mystifying sometimes. You gather up all your items again in an order that places your laptop in a conveniently accessible leaf. You're not sure why you didn't do this a lot sooner. Kind of a funny looking tree now, but your concern for structural elegance is at an all-time low. Find the unlocked hub. Oh, eles são pequenininhos. As long as you're going to plug in your computer, you might as well find that hub. Here it is, hub SN Lab 0413. Nesse ponto da história, vocês já perceberam que 0413 é um número muito importante para o Homestuck. 13 de abril é o aniversário do John, 13 de abril é quando começou a história, por aí vai. 13 de abril é quando tinha os maiores updates da história. It is unlocked and thus removable from the grid. You suspect this was the same beacon transmitting the unsecured signal you were using earlier. Ah, o sinal de Wi-Fi esquisito que ela conseguiu conectar na internet era disso aqui. You pick the laptop leaf from the tree. Realmente parece que ela tá pegando uma folha de uma árvore. Ah, nossa. O fiozinho. Isso é muito legal. Nossa, essa história é muito divertida. You plug your laptop into the hub, then catalog the hub and then the laptop. There must be a better place around here to set up your computer. This huge grid of electronics is sort of uninviting. You look around. Hey, what's that? Nossa, esse lugar, ou ele deve ser muito quente, ou ele deve ser muito refrigerado, né? Skyanet Laboratory. Unestablished Inn. E o tempo tá decrescendo rapidamente. It's another one of these ominous countdowns. You didn't notice when you first entered the lab about a minute ago. It looks like this one may have been ticking for years. Whatever is ticking down to, there isn't much time. You can only hope that when you turn on your computer again, there will be a connection invitation from one Mr. Strider. Again in the future. Another timer winds down sideways. Meu Deus, ela matou a minhoca. Era uma minhoca mecânica. Ah, tá. O negócio tá de lado. Ela com as caixas de correio. Ok, alguém ficou sem carta. Tinha mais minhocas. Ah, são pernas? Ok. Então o negócio... Ela caiu, ok. Ah, o negócio tá mexendo. Tá viajando. Igual aquele outro. Opa, vou ter que parar a música aqui. Que agora o Dave vai absconder. Peraí. Certo. Abscond. Não pode absconder. Agora o irmão dele vai... Meu Deus! Chutou a criança. Chutou a criança de novo. Caralho, ele é muito bom. Ih, I warned you about stairs, bro. I told you, dog. Ah, no. It keeps happening. Caralho, essa história. What does? You don't have time to humor every random thought that pops into your head. The clock is ticking. Look around for anything else of importance. Caralho. This looks like something of importance. Nossa senhora. Minha nossa, nossa, nossa. It appears to be Skynet's primary session terminal, monitoring a great number of burp sessions in the northeastern United States and parts of Canada. Upon further investigation, you draw some logical conclusions. It looks like each session consists of an IP address and a physical location. The colored dots on the map appear to be meteor impact sites. It seems each session corresponds with a meteor, but not all meteors have sessions. The color of the dot appears to indicate the status of the meteor's descent. The red dots indicate meteors that have already landed. Yellow dots are imminent collisions. Green will impact later, and blue will take the longest to touch down. Então tem muita gente jogando Sburb, tem muitas sessões. Nem todos os meteoros têm You use the panel to center on your present location and zoom in. Surrounding the lab are, of course, the hundreds of smaller meteors that have been raining down steadily throughout the evening. Most of these meteorites have either landed already or will shortly. Centered over the lab is a significantly larger imminent collision. You can't say precisely how imminent, but you could certainly take an educated stab at it. Just southeast of the lab, centered suspiciously near the location of your house, is an even larger looming collision, though this one appears slightly less imminent. The terminal looks like it can monitor any meteor or session around the world. Search filters can be applied as well, restricting results based on size, time of impact, location, and so on. You zoom way out and narrow the search based on size. The two at the top of the list appear to be the biggest by far. You examine only their coordinates. The second biggest is centered over a US city. The biggest by a landslide is, luckily for the Earth you suppose, way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Turn on your laptop and check on John. Que coisa. Brasil aqui. You plug the laptop into the hub again and turn it on. It is now powered and connected to the wireless signal the hub is broadcasting. Your Zburb session reconnects. No sign of John here. You wonder why the house is shaken. Last time you saw him, he was on one of the roof platforms. You'll have to navigate via the Zburb interface to find him. Ascend. Navigate, okay? Navigate. 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 And one more time, navigate. Boing, 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 boing. Caralho, o John tá frenético. Deram energético pra ele. A avó dele tá ajudando também, isso é bom. Agora a Rose tá ajudando também. Eita, preula. Ajudou eles. Pegou ele num forno. Não façam isso em casa. Esquentou o moleque. Boing. Parararam. Não mostra a vida deles, né? É difícil enfrentar o boss sem saber quanto que falta. Boing. Caralho! Olha o tanto que ele ganhou. Tá rico. Tá sendo levado por um monte de cookie. Ai! O John comemorando. Eu adoro a dancinha do John comemorando. É a minha religião. Ele está rico. High five, Nanakin. Left hanging long enough. Bom demais. É o tal do bonde, é bom demais. Good work, John. Oh hey, you're back. For now, I'll have to leave again shortly. It looks like there's another large meteor headed for my present location. Oh, so you mean they've connected with you? Not yet. I'll explain later. But I think I've determined that activating the timer in the game is not directly responsible for summoning a meteor to your location. The countdown seems merely to exist as a kind of warning to the player, as well as a strange coincidence. Okay. I don't really think I get it. Is this relevant? Probably not at the moment, and certainly not to you. I have to go. Okay, later. P.S. Try not to waste too much of the grist while I'm gone. Climb that ladder. You rocket up the ladder to the dizzying distant heights of the vaunted boy Skylark rung. Your new feather is hard-earned and well-deserved, and alarmingly fashionable. Collect fat lutes. Caralho. Não, só faltam 2 degraus nessa escadinha. You and your ceramic pork hollow rejoice in the mound of wealth yielded from your meteoric ascent up the ladder. You're still not sure what all these boon dollars can actually get you, but when pulling in such insane loot hand over first like this, who cares? Not you. Pick up as much grist as you can hold. Ele pegou umas gotinhas de petróleo, cuidado, Estados Unidos tá chegando aí. Mas ele já está nos Estados Unidos? Oh, não. E agora? Your expanded cash limit is more than enough to accommodate the grist windfall. You gather up 2,260 pieces of built grist, 1,040 pieces of shell, 490 drops of tar, and 350 drops of mercury. You can't wait to find out what amazing items this new supply of grist will be just barely insufficient to produce. Oh god, there's grist littered down there too. Those stupid augurs were like huge grist piñatas. One of those big sour grape electric holocaust fruit gushers is jammed in the hole in the platform. You guess there's only one way to get it. Nana's bright. John, don't forget your book. It is your birthright. You ought to give it a read when you have a moment, particularly the first several pages. Okay, Nana, I will. Hey, Nana? Yes, dear? Since I'm trying to get up to that gate, and since you can sort of conjure floating beds and throw me around and all, couldn't you just throw me up to the gate? Yes, of course, John, but that would not serve your purpose well. There's a very good reason why you should build up to it, and then keep building. Oh, okay, I guess that's what I figured. So, just one more thing. Do you think that instead of telling me exactly why that is, with a clear explanation, you can give me a series of really coy riddles about it and then sort of giggle? John, you are a very fresh young man. Your father has done such a wonderful job raising you. I'm so proud of you both. I guess. When you pass through the first gate, everything will change. You'll find the place where the constellations dance beneath the clouds. And then your true work may begin. Ho ho ho! I suddenly understand everything. O Joe é muito bobão. Elsewhere, we find a place where a kingdom lies entrenched beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness. Ah, o pai dele tava sendo preso, dele se soltou das algemas, eu lembro. O pai do John tá batalhando com todos os artefatos que ele tem. Meu Deus. Os bichinhos não tem nem chance. Estão assistindo. Graveyard Stuffers. Esse cara. You're now the Peregrine Mendicant. O nome dela. Peregrine Mendicant. You're flying westward in your peculiar mobile station. You have no sense of your bearings presently. The door is blocked by a metal column which extended through the entry shaft before liftoff. What will you do? Check mail. You've got mail. Ah lá, ela tem um QR Code aqui no braço também. This message to Dr. Briner looks pretty serious. Open envelope. Never. The mail is sacred, and sacred is the trust between the postman and the recipients of his precious parcels. You have made a solemn pledge to deliver this letter to the doctor, just as soon as you determine where this address is, or find any sort of discernible mailing address in this wasteland, for that matter. The mail is freedom. The mail is life. The mail is the very fabric of civilized... Wait, hold that thought for one moment.
Tem um chapeuzinho, meu Deus do céu.
Agora sim. The male is the one final hope for resurrecting a dead planet from its ashes, and the letter carriers are the brave soldiers of God in this righteous crusade. They are the defenders of the light of knowledge, free communication, and the exchange of ideas. They are the bold totters of all those little papery conduits of freedom. The white post-market angels that whisper a message on their deliverance, a promise to their yearning. There is hope yet. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection, male. Examine a keyboard and screen. Okay. Is the terminal you use to activate the station's homing mechanism. It looks like it has now returned control to you. The default viewport displays commands previously entered, including your last and only command, home. Type view. Oh. You type another one of the previously entered commands. It switches to the view of a young girl standing alone somewhere. There's a heavy amount of video interference of some sort. The girl seems familiar to you. Greetings. Greetings. Do I know you? Don't I know you? Ela confusa. Que porra tá acontecendo? Oh no. Puta que pariu, explodiu. Matou a mendicante. Rose, refuse to acknowledge the absurd tea set. Fala, Nikinir, como vai você? Tudo sussa na montanha-russa? Eu vi que você recuperou seu canal, parabéns. Por essa proeza. Você venceu o YouTube, parabéns. Seu cheque cairá no fim do mês. You successfully disregard the tea set because it's stupid and shouldn't be in a place like this. Hehe. You probe further into the lab. Nossa senhora, é muita coisa rosa. Looks like a little girl's room. This all strikes you as a bit odd. No time for messing around in here though. Wear the scarf. Be the rider. Cadê o pônei, né? Olha, tem alguma coisa aparecendo aí. Okay, maybe you'll do a little messing around. You're only human after all. What's that?
Ai, que bonitinho, gatinho mutante.
You are accosted by a friendly mutant kitten. Resist great urge to take the wedged shell. Huh. You know you should grab this thing, but you are suddenly feeling apprehensive about entering your father's room. With all this scampering around, it almost slipped your mind how much you hate his hideous clowns. No use putting it off any longer. There's only one thing left to do. Give me a D. Give me a E. An E. Give me an S. Give me a C. Jump down. Descend. Olha. Scamper into Grand Foyer with wild abandon. Less scamper. You scamper your heart out and bump into something. You don't know why he always insists on keeping it so dark in here. Oh look, it was one of his dumb globes. These things make it awfully difficult to navigate the foyer. We get it, Granddad. You like to travel around the world going on adventures and stuff. Lousy goddamn stupid globes. Arm yourself. Grandpa will surely have stern words for you if he catches you without your trusty rifle at the ready. That's just what you need. Another one of his blustering mustachioed diatribes. You're rolling your eyes in advance, getting them warmed up. But ideally you can evade him altogether. All you have to do is get past the fireplace and out the front door, and you'll be scot-free. Examine those chaps on the sofa. Nossa, eu não lembrava desse portal aqui não. 5AD, não tem nenhum plot twist até eu voltar. Não, não tem. These are the manners for distinguished house guests. They like to gather here by the fireplace for tea time, as well as pretty much all other times. It's all very mannerly and civilized. You know exactly what's going to happen when you try to sneak by. The fireplace is going to light up and your grandpa's silhouette is going to appear in front of the fire to give you a good spook. He's so predictable. Muito obrigada por tancarem os ADs. Ah, isso é a lareira. Meu Deus do céu. Aconteceu exatamente o que ela tinha previsto. And there he goes. The old man has the flame. Ah, eu acho que combinou agora. You suppose you could still manage to sneak by the crafty old man if you're fast enough. Avoiding an encounter would be ideal. Encounters with him are usually intense. Leap dramatically across the divide. Ih, ela dormiu bem na hora. Whoops! You guess an encounter with him is almost certain now, but most likely not for a while. Time to see what someone else is up to. Oh, let's say Dave. Tá, agora vai vir uma coisa que o Matheus não iria querer perder, né? Matheus, você já voltou? Você já voltou dos ADs, Matheus? Fale conosco. Fale conosco, Matheus. QD, QD, QD. QD, QD, QD. QD, QD. QD, QD, QD. QD, QD. QD, QD, QD. Cadê o Matheus? Será que ele já voltou? Cadê o Matheus? Será que ele já voltou? Hey! Voltou, beleza. Obrigada. Agora sim podemos ver. Psyche! Nos enganaram de novo. Ela acordou. A gente ia pro Dave, mas aí a gente voltou pra Jade. Era só um boneco. Piu, 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 piu. Piu, 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 piu. Pu, 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 pu. Piu, 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 piu. Como sempre, usei pra dormir. Nossa, as frutinhas. Ela tocando flautinha com as frutinhas, que bonitinha. Piu, 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 piu. Jade, então, Jade, como é que eu te digo que esse não é seu avô? Isso é um boneco. Meu Deus, Jade, você sabe como usar essa arma? Eu acho que você não sabe, Jade. Enfim. Vamos seguir a vida. Eu fui ludibriada de novo. Yes, I am going out with this gun. No, I will not go get a bigger one. No, I will not take yours. I can't even lift it. Oh, that is so preposterous. Do you even hear what you're saying? I'll be fine. This is a perfectly deadly gun, and it shoots lots of incredibly deadly bullets. Oh, will you just stop it? I'm going now. Goodbye. Coraçãozinho, porque ela não é rude, né? É engraçado que ela tá falando como se ele estivesse falando alguma coisa, mas é um boneco. Ela meio que já sabe tudo que ele diria. Você não entenderia nem se... Meu Deus. É. He was so much easier to deal with when he was alive. Ele tá morto. Meu Deus, Jade. Eu não lembrava disso. Mas realmente, o avô dela tá morto desde o início da história. Caralho, velho. Miraculously survive. Olha. Desbloqueei, não é? Desbloqueei uma página. Used by Andrew Hussey for behind the scenes. Ah, não, eu queria ter visto. Como é que eu vejo? Oh, não. Eu devia ter clicado. Agora eu não sei. Desloquei uma página, né? Peer Out Explosion Hole. É o blogspot do Andrew Hussey. Deve ter em algum lugar por aqui. Será que tá... Opa, não devia ter feito isso. Mas eu quero as minhas conquistas. Como é que eu vejo as minhas conquistas? Ah. Agora eu não vou saber. Peer Out Explosion Hole. Minhoquinha pegou. Refuse to acknowledge the absurd kitten. Nossa, tem até um fliperama aqui. You fail miserably. Oh look, there's some more mad science crap over here. Insert coin. This weird arcade gizmo adapted to this setup obviously doesn't take coins anymore, assuming it ever did. Besides, you left all your coins on the fridge, remember? Let's play a game. A purifier ready. This doesn't appear to be a game. It appears to be an purifier. Screw around with the purifier. Oh no. You mess with the controls. Hey, Jaspers is alive! Or at least he was in the past. According to the timestamp, this was almost 9 years ago. You tried to move the crosshairs with the joystick, but it seems to be permanently locked on a specific target. You might be able to unlock it, but you clearly don't have much time to horse around with this thing. Ok. Ai, ela pequenininha. You zoom out. It looks like you and Jaspers were having one of your sessions. You weren't making a lot of progress though, because Jaspers was no doubt being characteristically recalcitrant. You possibly jotted this phrase down in your pad. It's hard to remember though. Wait, could this be that day? Ela tava brincando no divã com a terapeuta Rose. Calls time paradox. Paradoxify. You attempt to purify Jaspers. This would surely cause a time paradox, because you can plainly see that he was not told you his secret yet. But it seems the machine has a safety mechanism to prevent such irresponsible purification practices. Então não dá pra você fazer um paradoxo. E virou gel. Gel banana. Igual no Steins Gate. E o gatinho aqui brincando com o cachecol dela. The paradox ghost imprints of Jaspers purifies instead, and quickly settles into a mound of sludge. Foi sugado. Olha o DNA. The machine beside it sucks up the paradox sludge and begins some kind of automated procedure. Só te lembra da tititi? Da tuturu? It seems whatever sort of primordial biochemical properties the sludge possesses is being evaluated by the device. Ah, fez What? The device generates a fatal paradox clone of Jasper's. The wretched creature exhibits a number of unfortunate mutations though. The good news is that it will be mercifully unestablished along with this facility shortly. This is also the bad news. Pra jogar fora e superar o Riel, oh meu Deus. Whoever was operating this machine in the past may have making unsuccessful attempts to perfect the science of ectobiology. Have a flashback. There's no need for a flashback. Conveniently, you can watch what happened right here on the monitor. You roll the clock forward a few seconds. Jaspers reveals his stunning secret to you in strict confidence. The Before you could ask him to clarify, he vanished into thin air. You now believe you understand why. However, you were not the one to purify him from this moment. Your hand was nowhere near the controls just now. A couple weeks after he vanished, his body washed up along the riverbank. His suit was a mess. Your mother fitted him with a new one just before the absurd funeral service she insisted upon. Trace Jasper's whereabouts on the machine. Ué, cadê o gato? Ele só apareceu. Tadinho, cara. You roll the clock forward to a week after he vanished. It seems there is no accessible feed tracing his whereabouts during that time frame. Nossa, como é que eu li lifetime ali? You fast forward another week. There he is, just as you found him. Fast forward to now. Tela de carregamento do gatinho. Tadinho, cara, pra quê? Quem fez isso, velho? Gato mutante de 4 olhos. Ah, onde é que ele tá? Que foi esse símbolo aqui? Caraca, não lembrava disso. Meu Deus. What the fuck? Pera, isso aqui é no futuro, não é? Não. Isso aqui é o que ela gostaria de estar fazendo agora. Ai, que bonitinho. Ai, Rose. A Rose é um amor de pessoa. Ela é totalmente um amor de pessoa. Ok. Ai, Rose. Tá bom. Vamos voltar aqui. Acho que daqui a pouco eu vou encerrar a live, gente. Eu tô ficando sem voz. E eu tô precisando jantar. E eu preciso terminar de fazer uma coisa. Porque tá acabando o tempo. It's Jasper's! He's alive! Well, okay. He's still dead. But his body is intact. Turns out it wasn't some kind of disintegratificator like you thought. It's more like an escapalizer. What the fuck? What the fuck? Obrigado pela água. A água não vai fazer eu ficar mais tempo na live, tá bom? A minha voz ela está escapando eu bebendo água ou não, tá? Mas obrigado pela preocupação. Nossa, faltam 10 segundos. Good thing you finally get all this sorted out. You only have 10 seconds to spare. Time to stash the dead cat and Amscray. É só pra deixar você com mais fome. Que filho da mãe. Stop fooling around and transport lies out here. Pior que hoje tem estrogonofe. Pretty decent escapalization. Locate and feed the devil beast you call a pet. Ai, finalmente a gente vai conhecer o Beck. Good luck finding him. If he wants to be found, he will find you. Backrow has always managed to elude your prognosticative faculties. He is completely invisible to your intuition somehow, a property almost totally unique to him. It used to freak you out a little, but you have long since grown accustomed to it. Opa! Vamos conhecer o Beck. Esse bicho, cara. Esse bicho. Ah lá. Sumiu. Sumiu! Huh? Oh, it was nothing. Nothing at all. Moving right along. Retrieve the package you expected to arrive. Ah, o pacote tá ali. The birthday package you were expecting from John arrived months late, and yet right on time. It landed over there past the crumbling monument, a satellite to the great mystic ruins at the center of the crater lagoon. Triple somersault into room, etc. Stick to the landing. Ah, ele tá no quarto do pai dele agora. Tem muitas coisas acontecendo nessa história. Não vai ter jumpscare. Okay, you do that. You are now in your dad's room. Where are all the clowns? You spot your dad's briefcase beside you. It probably contains all sorts of clues, or at least various forms of paperwork critical to his trade as a hilarious street performer. Snoop. Oh yeah, here come the secrets. Get ready for some major revelation. Wait a minute. Who are you? Mentira. Wait a minute. These are just boring business documents and spreadsheets. What the hell is going on here? Então o pai dele não era um palhaço por completo? O que está acontecendo nessa história? Reviravoltas. Chapéus, sapatos, churros, seu madruga, vassoura, tudo mais. Just a businessman? Isso não é um cachimbo? Meu Deus, esse é o choque do milênio. O pai dele é um cara sério? É um adulto com gravatas? Que é isso? Meu Deus, o John tá traumatizadson. Pra que tanto cachimbo? Quer dizer, não fui eu que falei. Calm down, it will be alright. So, all those years, while you believed he was out busking up the corners with hilarious antics, he was working as an ordinary businessman all along. He was just a man trying to make a good, honest living for his son. Maybe he was too embarrassed to tell you the truth? Or maybe it was just that you'd never bothered to ask? You guess you always just assumed. Enquanto isso, o pai dele tá lá lutando contra os bichinhos. The human prisoner has broken out of his jail cell yet again. Attempts to block the cell door with heavy objects have proven futile. Meu Deus do céu. Jogou um cofre. Nossa, ele aguentou um cofre. Ele é forte. You're going to need a bigger safe. Who's this guy? Enter name. Ah, esse cara vai dar muito trabalho. Spade Slick. Spade Slick é o nome do cara que parece com ele da outra história, só que não é ele, é outro personagem. Spade Slick? Got a nice ring to it. But you know your own name, and that damn well ain't your name. Take another stab at it. State name and rank. Ok. Você vê que a mãozinha aqui tá amarelinha, né? Ao contrário de todas as mãozinhas que apareceram até então. State name and rank. You are Arch-Agent Jack Noir. Guardem esse nome. Esse personagem vai dar muito trabalho nessa história. You oversee various affairs of a dark kingdom. Presently, you are determining how to deal with this prisoner, who has been a thorn in your side since he was apprehended. You view the affairs of the kingdom through a series of fenestrated walls. You have 3 walls, nearly enough to form a cubicle of vigilance. which is a full and proper enclosure for an agent of your stature. However, much to your utter contempt, your fourth wall was stolen some time ago. A quarta parede tá na casa da Jade. É a fucking quarta parede, cara. Dumb comical hat. This frivolous headdress turns your stomach. You'd sooner stick your head in a furnace than coax it into this monstrosity, loathsome, colorful maw. It's bad enough that your exalted ruler ordered everyone to drape themselves in these hideous rags the moment the troublesome human with a pipe and his child showed up. But you draw the line at the head. Call a minion. Meu Deus. Isso é uma porta de cofre. You order one of your burliest agents to the scene. He brings something heavier this time. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh crap. Your transmission is interrupted. It seems your glorious monarch has concerns over your wardrobe. Fine. You begrudgingly don the comical hat. Stupid, lousy, wise, and just leader. What a royal pain in the ass. Throw down hat in disgust. You fully intend to once your superior stops breathing down on your neck for a second. Wait, what now? Oh fuck. O pai do John é muito bom. A gente tá quase chegando na página 1000. Só que acho que hoje a gente não chega não, porque ainda tá um pouco longe. Your blood is boiling so hot you could cook an egg on your carapace. Looks like you'll have to go handle this yourself. Investigate room for anything Dad may have left behind. It seems there are some unopened birthday presents which Dad didn't get around to giving you yet. Present time! Open a present to see what's inside. It's a control deck, a fetch modus. The one on the right seems promising. You open it to see what's inside and oh god, yes! Obtain sweet loot. Fetch modus, array. You tear into this thing and put a mean peep on the sweet loot. In addition to the modus control deck, you got a bonus array fetch modus, plus another 12 cards, which are practically worthless by this point. But hey, you'll take them. Caralho, quanta carta. First thing you do is flush the extra cards into your deck. Okay, really this is just way too many cards. Equip array fetch modus. Mudou. Haha! The array modus allows you to store and retrieve any item from any card at any time. It seems exceptionally serviceable, albeit difficult to weaponize. Boring. Read instructions for control deck. There's nothing to read, really. You just pop some modus cartridges in the slots, fire it up, and see what happens. You start by putting the stack and quill modi in the slots. Your Silodex now behaves like both a stack and a quill. Items can be removed from either the top card or the bottom card. Okay. You see no reason at all not to jam the array cartridge in there too. You make sure to blow the dust out first, of course. Como se fosse cartucho, né? Sopra primeiro. The Silodex reconfigures itself into an array of distinct quill stacks. Now we're talking. This is just the sort of needless complexity you have come to expect from your inventory management system. Unwrap the smallest present first. You have a staunch policy of always saving the biggest presents for last. Always. You receive a box of delicious fruit gushers. A dancinha dele comemorando. Could his birthday get any better? You don't think so? Open the big one. You thought wrong. Fill up an entire quill stack with shoes. Pegou o sapato do pai dele. Okay, awesome. Quill stack full of shoes. Capture log fruit gushers. Oh no. porra, levou uma sapatada na cara. Dang! You spaced out and put it in the wrong queue stack. Don't worry, you get the hang of this thing. Closely inspect Fruit Gusher's box. Massive tropical bangers. So delicious. You can't wait to catalog one of these packs and make like a million gushers. Squirrel all this beauty nonsense. You'd rather make candy. Wait a minute! Ah, Betty Crocker. It can't be. The heinous Better Witch has her gnarled claws in everything. What do gushers have to do with baked goods anyway? How does this make sense? Why? Why? Mental breakdown. A maior inimiga dele é a que produz o doce favorito dele. A doce ironia. Literalmente, porque é doce, entendeu? Haha. This is stupid. Se alguém te perguntar um dia o que é Homestuck, você mostra um painel assim, porque vai ter vários desses nessa história. This is stupid. Nossa, 2 S seguido. Aí o Beck. Fala, Beck. Rain. Dissolveu a bala. Bang. Meu Deus. Esse cachorro é Deus, cara. Arf. Go fetch. Se você não pode atirar no cachorro, né? Faz a psicologia reversa. Ele comeu. Meu Deus do céu. Cacharro God. Quem é um bom garoto? Quem é um bom garoto? Ai, meu Deus. Ah, ela dormiu. Porra, Jade. Meu Deus do céu. O cachorro pegou ela. Método Makima. Oh, wow. Check self for any mixed atoms with cat. Ele pôs ela na caminha. Ok, eu vou parar por aqui hoje. É isso, gente. Muito obrigada pela companhia de todos vocês, mas eu preciso urgentemente ir lá jantar, porque eu não estou aguentando de fome. Eu preciso terminar de fazer um certo presente para uma certa pessoa, porque amanhã é aniversário de 2 pessoas. Ah, ah, e é isso. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Eu vou dar raid pra alguém aqui. Quem é que tá fazendo live? Amanhã é aniversário da Lia e da Mimi. Eu vou mandar vocês pro Oshimaru. Ele já fez várias raids aqui pra mim. Vamos devolver a gentileza, né? Ok. Vocês estão gostando da história, gente? Ela está indo... It's going places, right? It's going places. Então é isso, eu vejo vocês na próxima quarta-feira, que aliás vai ser um feriado, então estarei aqui no feriado. Crazy, crazy. Isso aí. Hoje deu pra ver bastante gente, não deu pra ver só a Jade. Ficou grande parte da história na Jade, mas também fomos pra todas as crianças. Inclusive tivemos a aparição de um dos trolls, que é uma coisa que eu não lembrava que acontecia tão cedo na história. Os trolls eles vão ser focados mais lá pro ato 5. E o ato 5 vai demorar ainda. Obrigada, gente. Eu vou lá comer então, depois eu vou voltar aqui pro Clip Studio. E é nóis. Valeuzão, beijo no coração. Fiquem bem, cuidem-se, Garnier, L'Oréal Paris. Comam chocolate, que é bom. Os trolls estão vindo, os trolls estão vindo. Obrigada aí por tudo. Vejo vocês na próxima. Tchau!